everyone, and welcome to the first topic video I've done in a while. Now, I wasn't sure what kind of video I wanted to get up for Friday. I'm thinking next week will probably be birthing center birth versus home birth because I've had a lot of questions about that. But I think the thing that I've had the most questions about lately is this going to be the last baby? Where my stance is on being a young mom, age spacing, and just this whole general kind of theme I really wanted to talk about today. So in case you don't know already and you're new to the channel, my name is Danielle. I am 28 years old and I'm going to be having my third child soon. I had my first deliberately at age 22 is when she was born. But we started trying to conceive when I was like 21, I guess you could say, or maybe even not even 21 yet. And she was born when I was 22. So yeah, I deliberately made the choice to become a mom. It wasn't like it was a surprise. Something else I get asked a lot is, would I recommend having kids as young as I did? And my honest answer to that question, if I were to give you my advice, and it's really difficult because I feel like everybody has a different life circumstance and everybody's got a different path. It can be difficult to answer this question, but generally speaking, I wouldn't really advise it on like a logical mind perspective, but I realize that this will be difficult because it can't apply to everyone. It's simply not possible. And it's impossible for me to imagine my life if I would have decided to wait. You know, I wouldn't have the children I have. I mean, if I could have the same children and have everything unfold as well as it has, which is impossible, I probably would say give myself till 25-ish, but that's not how it works out, and that's not how the universe works either. So, and that's just something we all have to come to terms with. I think only you can really know if it's time, and I think sometimes, because what's so interesting about this whole thing is it's not just your decision, if that makes sense, because plenty of people get pregnant by surprise every day, and some of which were huge surprises, like where people were using like birth control. And I think also when it comes to just like this whole experience of having children and what makes being a woman sometimes really difficult is that merging of the soul purpose. Like the soul wants to be here, it wants to be part of your family, and sometimes I really feel like the spirit speaks to you, and that's the way I felt about especially Leia. Leia just kind of came into our lives just like totally unexpected. This one was also really, really fast, but it was planned, and it kind of gave me a sense of control over my life again, which was kind of nice, but sometimes you just don't have it. And then Olivia took a really long time. Like, we tried over the course of a year, but we were on and off. So, but all in all, it probably took around 6 months. But when you compare how fast it can happen when you do it just like that and then it just happens, it's quite a big contrast. Sometimes things just don't work out in your planned order anyway. I keep getting asked if this is going to be the last baby, and it's just something that's actually, I know this sounds dramatic, but it's actually molested my mind for the past, like this whole pregnancy, because like I just feel like kind of overwhelmed by the idea of it being my last pregnancy and trying to psychologically cope with that. So I feel like I've just because part of me like feels like I need to, if I want to have another child after this one, I have to do it boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Like I just have to have all the kids in one time frame. Otherwise starting young is stupid. And I've just like, seriously, it makes you go crazy trying to overanalyze it. And starting at age 20, and this is something that you have to be aware of if you do decide to start having kids young, your fertility is gonna last a while. So even if you say I'm done at 30, you still got 10 years. And I don't believe in birth control. I think it messes with the woman's system. We use condoms and we do family planning, but that is no guarantee. For even birth control is no guarantee. It's one of those things where I have just decided to surrender and just say, what's gonna happen is going to happen, and I'm going to follow my instincts and my guts the best that I can. The reason why we decided to have this baby so much after Leia, because originally I just kind of wanted to pop them all out, boom, 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 have it all done by the time I was 30 so that I can have my 30s to myself. I genuinely felt like I needed a break for my mental health. So I'm not going to put too much pressure on it. If we feel like we want to force, I'm not going to say like, no, we definitely won't do 2 under 2 again, or, you know, have a 2 and a 3-year-old, you know, having them close. And if I want to, I should be able to go to school and become a midwife after this baby reaches however old I think is suitable for me and for the baby to go back to school. And I think that moms sometimes feel guilty and feel like they're under a lot of pressure to make everybody happy all the time. And sometimes you do have to do what's right for you and be sometimes a little bit selfish, because we are people too. We still have dreams, we still have goals, you know, and sometimes being a mom is difficult when it comes to trying to achieve those goals. Regardless of when you do it, being a mom is going to disrupt your goals, regardless of when you choose to do it. If you do it at 20 before you've gone to school, then you're gonna have to go to school when you have kids. If you've gone to school and have a job, then you're gonna have a job and you're gonna have that financial stability. It doesn't mean that you're going to have the same sort of place when you go back to work. Like, it's not going to be like it was before you've had kids. You're still going to be a completely different person, and often for the better. And I think that, you know, companies and just people in general just need to cut women a little bit of slack. If you plan to have children, it's just something you have to integrate into your life and allow yourself the time to grow, the time to change your mind as much as you damn well please, because women are cyclic creatures, and I think our universe is built for that, but I don't think that our society is exactly built for that. And I think that's what makes being a mom so difficult, regardless of what age you choose to do it, or even if you choose to do it. You know, I met with a lot of friends the other day. They're doulas. One of them, I was shocked to find out she's started douling again at 3 months, because I just thought, like, you know, having another baby meant that I wasn't going to be able to work. But I think you can find ways, and she has found ways to bring her baby with her even to the postpartum visits, and, you know, put it in the contract that she can only be gone for 12-hour spurts of time, and make sure she pumps milk. And I think there's always ways, and we just need to try to find ways to keep on thriving ourselves. Another thing that doesn't really matter about the age is you're gonna love your kids regardless of what age you do it to, and they're usually going to be your first priority and always on your mind. So what if I have a kid again when I'm 33, 34? It's not like when your kids are in school or 10 years old or 18 years old that they're not your kids anymore, and they're still gonna be on your mind like 24/7, and you're always gonna be worrying about them. So being a mom is not like something you do in like a 10-year time span, like, you know, so, okay, this, I'm gonna go to school for this amount of years. No, it's for the rest of your life. And you're gonna love and you're gonna worry about those little individuals, and it's gonna shift your entire way of being for the rest of your life anyway. So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day what the age gap is and when you stop doing it. Yeah, that's just something I kind of wanted to get off my chest. I don't know if this is going to be our last baby. I'm not going to put any lid on the container for now, is basically what I'm going to say. I'm going to do what I feel is right in the moment, and that's what I've done so far. And so far, things have turned out fantastic, and I'm really, really grateful for that. So I think I'm gonna go before I start actually crying, just because this is just this has just been on my mind a lot lately, and I just genuinely care about the well-being of women, and I've seen how difficult it is to put yourself out there, especially as a mom. And I'm so glad that I did. And I'm so glad that I didn't just keep myself locked up in the house like I did, especially in my first pregnancy. Just do what you gotta do and you're gonna be fine. Just listen to your intuition. That's all I have to say. Don't listen to what anybody else is telling you. Wow. I'm just going through a big life transition, I guess. As you can see, I'm just coming from a place of where I was starting to feel like I was gaining a lot of independence, and I'm just like, wow, everything's gonna change again really soon. So I guess that's just why I'm probably crying right now. These aren't sad tears. They're more overwhelmed, excited, joyful tears. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I wish you guys all the best. That was a very long, drawn out answer to a question that I keep getting repeatedly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.